Welcome to Mamelodi Sundowns TV. We are at Klorkop. You can see in the background the boys are preparing for a big clash on the weekend against Orlando Pirates MTN8 semi-final. And I'm with Tiyani Mabunda. I just want to ask you one question.
Yes, sir.
Or actually few. Looking at this game on the weekend, what comes to your mind?
You know, this game over the weekend against Orlando Pirates always has personal sentiments of how important it becomes playing such a game, and I can truly see the hunger and desire in the boys that they've got a lot of work, good work that they've been doing to keep up their standards. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to transpire.
Yeah, but knowing as well that, you know, when Mamelodi Sundowns go to Orlando Stadium, it's always one of those difficult games. And then if you remember the last time Mamelodi Sundowns went there, not many fans were allowed into the stadium. What do you think the fans will be able to do now that it's such an important game, Mamelodi Sundowns going to play at Orlando Stadium?
You know, this game, it's a game that the supporters like because it's competitive. It's a game that it's a pound for pound. Both teams always go at each other, and the excitement is really back. Like you say that supporters were not allowed to come to the stadium in the past, but now that people are back, the hunger and desire to be at the stadium, the good feeling that our supporters are actually feeling because the team is doing so well. So I foresee a packed stadium. Looking forward to seeing the Yellow Nation being there as well.
So now, one of your best memories at Orlando Stadium?
One of my best memories at Orlando Stadium, I actually have a lot.
Now give me one.
I'll give you one. Okay, there was a time when I was injured and I came back on the game.
Yeah.
And then we won 2-0 and we had lost the previous game. So the contribution that was there was really massive because it led us to go above them and get an opportunity to once again defend our title. So that game really still sits well in my memory that we set records at Orlando.
We are still with Tiyani Mabunda that all the Mamelodi Sundowns fans knows how important he was in that midfield. Now, Shuga, looking at both teams' performance on the league, do you think coming into this game, that performance from the league is important? Would it play a bigger role into this weekend's game?
You know, this game is like you say, because if you look at the log standing, it's a number one versus number two. But in games like this, you know that it's a cup game, and the most important thing is to make sure you get the required advantage before you go into the second leg of the tournament. So it's a bit tricky, but it's not going to be really determined by the positions on the log.
But you also look at both teams. Orlando Pirates with a new coach. They're playing a little bit different this season. They look like they're trying to get their form. And everybody in the country, they've been saying that they need a team that will actually start challenging Mamelodi Sundowns. How do you think Mamelodi Sundowns should approach this game over the weekend?
I believe that as they've got a new coach and acquired new players into the team to try and rebuild their structure, it really causes us to also be very cautious in our approach. We do not really know much that we can easily identify because they're still trying to find themselves as well. So we need to make sure that we stick to our principles and we stick to our game plan and make sure that the game is executed as we have prepared.
So now, with home ground advantage and away ground advantage, especially from Mamelodi Sundowns' point of view, you're going to Orlando Stadium. Do you want to win the game there? Do you want to win the both legs there, or you also want to take an advantage of having the second leg having to play in a couple of weeks?
Personally, I would say as Mamelodi Sundowns, we should go out there to make sure that we win away, make sure that we get the required goals, and make sure that when we come home to our home ground, then we can wrap it up. Because if we have too many strategies, it may hinder our process in our quest to go to the final. So I really like to see that the boys would go head on and try and win the game in Orlando first.
Cool. And then now you know that with such big games, it always requires big players to be able to show up. From Mamelodi Sundowns, are we seeing Bongani Zungu coming in to play?
Hopefully, because he's been doing very well at training, and I strongly believe that the coach is always find a way to get the players that are required for a specific game. What I like is that at Mamelodi Sundowns, everybody is experienced, everybody is an exceptional individual, and the team that is selected, I strongly believe that you could have seen that we've still got Hashim Domingo, we've still got Lebohang Mabue, we've still got Temba Zwane, we've still got a lot of players, and so I really foresee a very strong squad that the coaches will select, and we're looking forward to the result.
Thanks, Tiyani. Those are the insights from Tiyani Mabunda about the weekend's game. We urge Mamelodi Sundowns fans to come through to be able to support the team at Orlando Stadium. We know how difficult it is for Mamelodi Sundowns to play there, playing against one of the biggest clubs in the continent, that is Orlando Pirates. It's going to be very tough, and with the numbers that Mamelodi Sundowns fans will bring into the stadium, I think that will give the boys an edge to be able to pull through into this game.